When Predrag and Daniela Kostic married 10 years ago, they were ordinary people. No extraordinary dreams. They wanted 2 children, and they weren't afraid to work hard. It all seemed attainable. Instead, they found themselves scraping by on a grandfather's pension and Predrag's wages from casual labor. Wars, economic downturns, and political isolation have taken their toll in Serbia. In the predominantly rural south, 3 generations living on a shoestring budget in one household is not uncommon. There's a middle generation, the young couple. Most have high school educations, but few have work skills. Then the grandparents, who bring in a modest pension. But the elderly have medical bills. Finally, there are the children, who must be educated, at a minimum of 600 euros per child per year. Average income for such a family is only about 140 euros a month. It is life in survival mode. A calamitous childhood illness or an injury at work, and a couple like the Kostiches are in debt for years. So how to break out? World Vision's answer is microcredit. Through AgroInvest, it provides solid financial services to people in rural areas, people with drive and character, but without the assets to qualify for bank loans. When World Vision was considering rural microcredit in 1999, the need was self-evident, but before it launched AgroInvest, it took a hard look at prospects. Was widespread rural to urban migration inevitable? Would microcredit for rural clients be anything more than a temporary stopgap on a rapid road to urbanization? The findings? Southern Serbia has a future in organic and cooperative agriculture, but it needs capital inputs, infrastructure, and services. The Kostic family are service providers. Their beginnings were humble, Predrag bidding on small construction jobs, hiring a work crew, and buying his raw materials. There were profits, but he couldn't help calculating the profits he'd realize if he could purchase his building materials in bulk. But how to afford large stocks of supplies, or to pay for their storage? Predrag envisioned a hardware and building supplies store to service half a dozen surrounding communities. His wife and father would run the store. He'd run a full-fledged contracting business. Predrag approached AgroInvest through his village association. His neighbors knew his reputation for honesty and hard work. They recommended Predrag for a loan. 2 years and 2 loans later, he is in demand, never out of work. The family store is expanding. The couple is getting ahead. They are optimistic about the future. Most people do not want to abandon southern Serbia. Life is healthy, crime is almost non-existent, and space seems unlimited. The limitations are in opportunities for parents and especially for their children. AgroInvest knows microcredit doesn't solve all problems, so it looks for what it calls social performance. For instance, it's nice that Angela's parents have twice as many cows and a new greenhouse. But what about Angela? AgroInvest finds success in the central heating recently installed in the family farmhouse. Angela doesn't huddle by the kitchen stove anymore during her homework. She can study in any room in the house, and she sleeps safely, warmly, and comfortably. Other families turn profits from loans for livestock into computers so their children can prepare for higher education. This school is in Vranje municipality, where AgroInvest has more than 1,500 active loan clients. This is the room for the new preschool, and the students have clean indoor toilets now. This is what they used for years. But this didn't happen because of a loan. AgroInvest helped parents craft a proposal, then link them to the German embassy. who gave a grant of 8,000 euros. The parents raised another 4,800 euros and contributed the labor. In the municipality where the Kostic family lives, there are 3,000 active loans. 73% of the clients are women. Microcredit is improving the status of women in this patriarchal culture. It is tradition that women here safeguard the family savings. Loan officers are giving this fact recognition by making wives the recipients of loans for the family's benefit. In the Kostic family, Daniela signed for both loans. She runs the store and Prideg finds the contracts. Currently, he has a large contract installing electrical wiring and ceilings at the primary school in Leskovac City. The store and construction business run nicely on Prideg's vision, Daniela's common sense, and their combined hard work. And they, as parents, are fueled by their daughter's dreams for the future.